It's recently become a thing that elites might brawl at any given moment. And so we got to thinking, and a top 10 list developed from it. If Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are gonna fight, okay, that could be maybe the lead match at a hypothetical pay-per-view of baddies brawling. But that still leaves room on the card for a number of other fights. And if it were up to us to book that, what might it look like? Well, it really started to come together today because according to reporting from the Daily Beast, Marjorie Greene and Lauren Boebert might come to blows at any moment. So that's an obvious second inclusion. Maybe like an I Quit Congress match. They fight until one of them leaves elected office. So that's 2. That leaves 8 other fights. And Francesca Fiorentini and I are gonna do the booking. Francesca, thank you for being here.
No problem. Wait, I forgot the directive is because I have other fights, but it is elites, kind of a let them fight situation.
Well, like what matches would you wanna see? Who would be fighting? What would the stipulations be, if any, if you got to choose anyone to brawl?
Okay,
Because it's now a realistic possibility. Any of these things could actually happen, particularly with things like Creator Clash out there. But anyway, I'm gonna consider those the first 2. Why don't you give us your number 4?
My number 4, and it's just not 2 people I hate. There's one person I clearly want to win, who I think could win, and it's based on I think their conversation, which was interpreted brilliantly by bad lip reading inside the House chambers between Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Representative Paul Gosar, the foremost white nationalist of the House of Representatives. Let's be real. I just want to see AOC physically twist his arm up his back and him going like, owie, 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 owie. Say it. Whites are the best. Okay, we're not. Oh.
Yeah.
Hitler's bad. I think AOC versus Gosar would be great. Gosar also produced that or tweeted out that stupid video of AOC being killed in some cartoon situation.
Attack on Titan.
Yes, whatever that was. So I just want to see them go at it. Fight.
I would like to see that. I would say I'm keeping this to real world situations. If all bets were off, then I would actually have Paul Gosar with some of the Titans from Attack on Titan, and that would be quite enjoyable to watch him being utterly consumed. But I do like that. I like the ability of her to get a little bit of revenge. And you know how easy he'd be to beat, how whiny he would be.
So easy.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm gonna get one of the easy ones out of the way. This is really like a 2 birds, 1 stone situation. If we wanna draw eyeballs, so we need to put some really high profile people. So we're gonna have a cage match between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. That's just how we're gonna determine the 2024 election. Whoever wins gets to be president. But they're both on the older side. So there's a very real chance that neither of them comes out of that cage. And I think most people watching would be perfectly happy with that. And then we can have new candidates run.
I was thinking about that obvious one, but I was like, I don't know. Because obviously I think my boy Biden, he's quicker. He's definitely quicker. He can run, we know this. So he could probably duck and weave. But I don't know if he has
he could take Trump?
I don't know if he's got a hit in him. I don't know if he's got a punch. It might be like that old school moment.
But he was a scrappy fighter back in the 1940s. He'd be doing the little old school boxing.
Yeah, let me at him. He might, he definitely has a Popeye instinct in him.
Yeah, the old man fisherman strength.
Yeah.
Whereas Donald Trump would be one of those mini bosses in a video game that charges at you and you just have to move to the side and he runs into a pillar and knocks himself out.
That is exactly. He is the Bowser. You just as long as you right. I can beat him, right? That's the only level I got. If you just move to the side, he'll run into a spike and you're fine.
Yeah, or just make him move for 15 seconds and his heart will pop.
Yes.
So I think Biden could take him, but anyway, that's my number 4. What do you got?
I like that. Okay, so I have to do Boebert again, and of course, I feel like they're similar size. This is we're sort of looking like a lightweight, no judgment, but definitely a lightweight. Lauren Boebert versus Representative Ilhan Omar. Boebert loves to basically be Islamophobic, using Ilhan Omar's name. Has said that awful like bomb in a backpack joke that she made. And I just feel like they're sort of like physically properly matched. And oh my God, Ilhan Omar would absolutely destroy Lauren Boebert, who would just break like a small twig.
I mean, she's got like that. She's definitely the sort of person that has had to be pulled away from slapping people in a bar by her friends' energy, Lauren Boebert. I don't know if she could really fight.
Well, she had to be. The problem is that like she can only fight when she's drunk, and she has to be sober for this. Like Boebert definitely has like drunk girl fight energy, but that's not this situation.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So that'll be the stipulation: is the sober match, and it'll be good for Boebert to experience that every once in a while. Okay, so good. I like that. My number 3, you have AOC booked in a match. I have AOC booked in a match, but what I'm gonna do is this is an AOC open challenge match. Because since 2018, every Republican wants to come for AOC for a variety of reasons. They hate her, they fear her. 99% of them lust after her beyond their wildest imaginations.
Yes.
And I think she can take care of herself. I think she's scrappy. We know she wore out shoes walking during her initial run. She was a bartender. Just put her in the ring, and whoever wants to try to make a name for themselves can go up against her. Maybe it's Boebert, maybe it's Green, maybe it's Anna Paulina Luna. I think AOC can handle herself in an open challenge match.
I like that.
Nice.
I think she could take on. Yeah, she could absolutely. It'd be like ninjas. They all come at her,
one after the other.
But truly, it's like whoever does want to fight, but it can't be like someone. I don't know. I think there have to be some like even match situations.
I think that even the Republican men are all man children. I think she would be fine.
I'd like to see her up against like a Josh Hawley. I also think that could be a fun.
Well, how would she ever catch him?
I know. First you got to catch him, and then you get to fight him. Okay, so this one, it's obvious, but I'd like to see Matt Walsh fight Dylan Mulvaney. And I think she would absolutely win. I think Matt Walsh is just like nothing but like spooks. Like he's made up of just sort of like waif. I don't know. Does he even have feet? He's just sort of like I don't know. Maybe he's 6'5". I'm not sure, but Dylan Mulvaney seems tall. I think she could like kick him with a heel or something, or just kind of like look at him and he would like faint because it's a trans person. So I'd like to see that, and I feel like Dylan would go easy but win.
I don't know what would happen if they did fight. I feel like Dylan would take the path of peace and wouldn't want to be involved.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't seem very belligerent.
Above it. But yeah, Matt Walsh, like he did the thing, he put out the photos of him going fishing or whatever with a tackle box that had never seen one speck of dust, let alone dirt. I'm not sure that he could actually handle himself, but anyway, that's certainly one that's gonna draw a lot of people to watch.
Just grab him by the beard. Just grab him by the beard and like kiss him on the cheek, and he will. Oh, what a world! What a world!
And obviously, it should go without saying that all of this is in good humor. We don't want political violence, obviously. Anyway, so for my number 2, I was really torn on this because I knew what I wanted my number 1 to be, and I was really hoping to fit a match that would be Ted Cruz versus the possum he wears on his face as a beard.
Oh,
I was really wanting an interspecies match. Maybe we could do that during a commercial break or whatever while some people are going to the bathroom. So anyway, what I did go with was, this is a broader one, not strictly political. I wanted it to be broader. So what I am going to do is this is going to be, I think they refer to them as frenzy matches, because you're going to have a bunch of matches one after the other. And it's men whose hobby is complaining on Metacritic about women starring in movies, particularly in action roles.
Oh God.
And so they have to go in the ring and read their comment to the actress or the person of color that they're talking about, who then gets to chair shot them. So you tell Brie Larson what you really think and then realize that Brie Larson is in better shape than you'll ever be in your life and could totally take you. So that's what I'd like to see. One after the other, people complaining about wokeness in movies or whatever, getting chair shotted.
I love that. That's perfect. After that actor has done or actress has done incredible amounts of like work to get in shape. But of course, whenever there's like anything CG, like I just remember we did that story where it was like, if they use any CG to make their muscles look bigger, I guess maybe it was Natalie Portman.
Oh, Natalie Portman. They were pretending she wasn't.
And they were like, oh my God, that's just bullshit. It's like, do you know what they do to every single male Marvel actor?
Yep, 100%.
Except for Kumail, who is Jed. That's all real, baby.
Good shape.
I stand with the comics who've gotten yoked. Number one, maybe it's your number one. This is to me the most obvious. There is a war happening between these two nations, and I just say let's strip out every soldier and let's go. Zelensky, Putin, baby. Who's gonna win? And my guess,
oh my God,
is Zelensky is absolutely gonna crush it, but it'll be good. It'll be an interesting one because Putin's, I guess, ripped. He's a little bit of a short king situation. Zelensky, a little taller in stature, but also incredibly strong. It seems. I don't know. I don't know if he's as trained in fighting, but I think everyone would be into that match. And then whoever, like I legit think that match should happen. And then we could just call it.
I do think that is how
wins.
war should work.
Yes.
It should just be the leaders.
It should just be the leaders. Send them to war. George W. Bush should have gone to get Saddam Hussein himself. And if he won in a little slap match,
I'd have preferred it. Really. Can I ask you about a couple of stipulations?
Please.
Does Putin get to ride a bear?
No.
Does Putin have to wear a shirt?
No.
Okay. Then I think it's an even fight at that point. Anyway, I did not think of that. That's a great idea. Can you, like 3 billion people would watch.
Oh yeah.
The world, it would be bigger than the Seinfeld finale.
Much.
Anyway, okay, that's a good one. Good job. Okay, mine is not as good, but I'm gonna give you what I've got. So I'm gonna lay out the stipulations. This is a 4-man match.
Okay.
It's a tables, ladders, and chairs match. So in the ring, you've got tables that can be set up that you put someone through. You've got ladders that you can jump off and hit people with, and you got chairs too. And it is going to be Ben Shapiro versus Matt Walsh versus Charlie Kirk versus Michael Knowles. And there are a few reasons that I want this particular match.
Okay.
One, it would be an opportunity to see them all together in the same room so we can figure out which is which because they're all obviously clones of the same person. 2, it would involve a bunch of really reprehensible people beating the hell out of each other, so that's fun. But 3, I just want these 4 guys that love to talk about alpha males and all that and how masculinity is not good enough and the wokeness is stopping the guys to have to physically compete all with each other and climb ladders and fall off it clumsily and just really awkwardly try to punch, but they never have. I just want an awkward 13-minute match where everyone watching, liberal and conservative, just gets more and more uncomfortable because these guys can't ride a bike, let alone actually fight with combat arts, Yeah, and I feel like that'll do a lot of damage to their side.
I like this like incel gladiator future you're painting in my head, where it's like when we reign, we make all these turds fight one another. Like it kind of,
turd fight.
And no monarchy here, but like I'm not in favor of like the emperor killing people, and it's always like the working people and the wrong people and the sick people. But if you could actually make like the evil people fight each other, that's an American Revolution I think I could get behind.
I like it. It would just be so pathetic, so awkward. I don't know who would win. I don't really care. They would all come out of it just weeping, wet pants. Just
are you? The sci-fi genre. I mean, the sci-fi franchise I'm really into is Hunger Games, and like, I do think that subjecting all of these people to like annual Hunger Games would be fantastic. And again, I don't advocate for political violence. I'm dreaming in my head. This is how I sleep well. Horseshoe, bling, bling, bling. And I just imagine like Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh having to kill each other, and it's great.
Imagine Ben Shapiro with a trident. Anyway.
It's more like, it's higher.
Oh God, the most pathetic Lord of the Flies you ever saw.
Yes.
That's the next season of Yellow Jackets. It's a plane headed to Turning Point, USA, crashing into the Canadian wilderness. That should be an SNL sketch right there, actually. Anyway, with that said, that's our whole card. Would you tune in?
That's very funny. You should write that sketch. That's very funny.
Unfortunately, I'm not a
They're
cop.
all like, yeah. Trying to apply like their libertarian economics to like trying to survive. They would last a week.
Oh my God. There's just like tons of oats, but they refuse to milk them because that's woke and they just pass out and die. Anyway, okay, all we have is a crate of Bud Light.
No.
Do it. Anyway, that's our card. Let me know what you think. Is there a fight that we're missing? How would you book it? You can post it down below and let us know if you have ideas for top 10 lists. Thank you for supporting us and making this extra content possible. We'll see you next time.